What's up, guys? My name is Drew Adams, and today we're going to be talking about how I invest $250 into the stock market every week, and I'm taking you along the journey. Let's get right into it. So I'm actually in the process of rebalancing my portfolio because right now I am way overweighted in a certain sector. And no, I am not overweighted in GameStop, unfortunately. But if I was, I would have absolute diamond hands. My portfolio has most of the sectors in it, except for one, and that's renewable energy. And so I started on the hunt looking at different companies that had the type of numbers that I was interested in getting into. And here's what I came up with. NextEra Energy. As I began digging into the company's numbers, the more I saw, the more I liked. And here's a couple of the things that I liked. Let's dig into the numbers now. Over the last 5 years, NextEra Energy has had very steady growth and very consistent growth. Even through the pandemic, I felt like they were able to recover and get back on their feet really fast and keep growing. On top of those two key factors that I'm a big fan of anyway, there is a big push right now for clean renewable energy. Taking a look at the company itself, NextEra Energy is the world's largest producer of wind and solar energy. They plan on spending $50 to $55 billion over the next 2 years on building out the infrastructure, and that is something that I'm going to dig into the numbers later as well, so stick around for that. They've reduced the dependency on foreign oil since 2001 by 98%. So when it comes to investing for me personally, there's two aspects that I focus on when choosing a company to invest into. One of them is if I truly believe in the company enough, I feel like the core values of the company is it aligns with my core values, and two, the numbers also have to make sense. And so those are two things that are very important to me when it comes to choosing a company that I decide to put my money into. So their 52-week high is $87.69. The 52-week low is $43.70. Their PE ratio was 55. Now that is a number that is a little bit high. That being said, it could just mean that there's a lot of investor confidence in the company. And so they're willing to pay more for the stock now for a future growth potential. Taking a look at the forecast here, you can see that they have steady growth and they're doing great at what they're doing. They're not making overly dramatic swings in their stock price. They're not doing over dramatically moves as far as taking on debt. And so taking a look at the forecast here, you see that they have nice steady growth. So taking a look at their income statement, they didn't have as good of a year last year as they did in 2019. But you do got to remember that the net income is income for the company. And you take a look at the numbers, we're talking billions of dollars here. So yes, they took a hit as far as income, but that being said, they still turned $2.37 billion in net income. Taking a look at their total revenue for the year, so they did take another, it wasn't the greatest year for them last year, but it also wasn't the greatest year for anyone last year. There was very few companies that weathered the storm as well as they did, I believe. Like I said, taking a look at the previous numbers as far as the company growth and the stock price, they were able to recover quickly and get back on track again. So I spoke a little bit earlier about the company growth as far as infrastructure. Taking a look at the numbers here for 2019, 2020, the total amount of energy they created was about 7,902 units. Megawatts of energy. Now, one interesting thing that I find about them building out their infrastructure is they're expecting to triple their output by 2024. And so that will only be good numbers for the stock. It'll be good numbers for the company. And that is something that gives me a lot of confidence that they have something in the plan. They've spent a lot of money building out the infrastructure, and they're working towards tripling their output as far as energy creation. Now, digging into what the analysts say about the company, there are 20 analysts that have taken a look into this company as well and given their opinion on it. They currently think that the stock should be priced at $89, and it's currently sitting at $81.70. 20% of the analysts are a strong buy, 45% of them are a buy, and 35% of them are a hold. Now, I like to look at different sources when it comes to the analyst reports on these. And so let's take a look over at Yahoo Finance. And so over here, they are saying 5 of the analysts are saying a strong buy, 8 are saying a buy, and 2 are saying hold. Over here as well, as far as price targets, they're saying that it should land at $89, and it's currently sitting at $81.70. And so without any further ado, let's get started and get into the app and start buying. So I already had it pulled up here in my app. We're going to do a limit order. And my limit price is going to be $81.84. Next, review. I can buy, let's see how many shares I can buy. Oh, can't do 4. 3 shares. $245.52. Review. Make deposit. $250. And bada boom. Started the cash from my bank account to Robinhood, and boom, order received. So what I plan on doing is taking a look at this stock next week and seeing how it performed over the previous week and see if it's raised or lowered, talk to you guys about any news that may have affected it, and then talking about plans for my future purchases as far as making sure that my overall portfolio is balanced the way that I want it to, and my future plans for how I want to grow. So if you guys appreciate this content in any way, do me a huge favor, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, even bigger, give me a subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. Also tell me what you think about NEE and we can have a discussion about it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. I hope you guys stay safe out there, and until next time.